It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing, baby? It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. I'm so glad we have these things. I need them. Anyway, Dwayne Twizzle was the first one to jump in, followed by Sam. Martina 1 is in the room. So is Christina Sanchez. Susan Greenland. John Mittler is in the room. Doug Sain. Irene Lambert. Thank you, baby. Jim's Radio Check. Debbie Capran. Kelly 1313. Pauline Hall. Hello, baby. Hello, Mama Lois. Love y'all, baby. Kelly Harris is in the room. Buddy Griffin. Sue Warrior is here. Sammy Marcy. Gordon Marble. Dan Hack is Wanda Bell. Adina Michael. Jeanette Miller. Boy, howdy shit. We got everybody in the room. Let me grab this and bring it on down here. Keith Thompson is in the room. Vernon Sloan. And our own Miss Chick is in the room. Thank goodness. Anyway, what's going on? Well, shit, I don't know. I've spent 2 days going to watch a bridge come down, and it ain't down yet. It was supposed to come down the other night. We ended the show, and I was going to go down and watch the bridge come down. Well, they didn't do it. So we waited till Sunday, and Sunday went down there and had the barge in place and all that. They got, we're sitting there just at the Texas State Aquarium, perfect view, and nothing. So they took the barge away and they let some ship traffic go in and out and in and out and in and out. Well, then today, boy, howdy shit, woke up this morning. The barge is under the bridge. They're going to do this. They're going to get ready. And they just, next thing you know, they're unhooking the barge and moving it out of the way again. This time because of the wind. And it's going to be with us for several days. So John's attempt to see the bridge come down has not gone as planned. But better be safe than sorry with the situation that they're gonna, the way they're gonna bring this thing down. It's very dicey, and everybody's holding their breath. But anyway, getting out of my personal life and into, I just got done because I've been tied up with family and whatnot. I haven't paid that much attention. I've been watching the bridge, or dolphins, one of the two. And but I just got done watching. Donnie Boy's speech on the USS George Washington in Yokosuka, I think it was, in Japan. A little speech to the troops there. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by him, for him. I'm embarrassed for my nation. I'm embarrassed for the crew that had to sit there and listen to that dribble come out of his mouth for, shit, I don't know how long. Too long. And it's bullshit. You know what I mean. Regurgitated bullshit. And that's all it is. And that's who we got for a president, baby. And the best thing I could say is he's not here. He's there. But he will be coming back. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to put up with him some anyway.
He's going to come back, John.
He's going to come back. Hi, Miss Chick.
Hi, John.
How you doing?
I'm tired.
Are you?
Yeah.
I am too.
Yeah.
I am too, but for different reasons, I'm sure. I'm tired. Just
well, maybe.
Spending all the time out in the sun waiting for a bridge.
Yeah, I wish I was watching the dolphins today.
Well, they are entertaining. For anybody that does make the trip down here to Corpus Christi, the Texas State Aquarium is right there, and it is a class act. It really is. But they have a dolphin pond where they put on a show, and it's really, really good.
Oh, okay. I
So,
thought they were
oh
the
yeah.
wild ones out there. You were just
Oh, we
glancing
got
them.
them too. You could look out in the
Yeah.
ship channel any day, and see them right
Oh,
in front of the ships. Yep, a little herd of them right in front of the ships. I don't know. They like to play games like that. So yeah, we got them in the tank and outside in the water. So we're just
well, cool.
tropical. We're tropical down
Yeah,
here.
I,
That's what we are.
I just couldn't bring myself to watch the whole speech. I saw little clips of ouch.
Yeah, it hurt, didn't it? Just
It
watching
well,
it hurt.
pity hurt. um, he was, if I understand right, the Navy seamen were sitting behind him, and possibly some of the Japanese people that he invited were sitting in front of him. Do I have that right?
I see nothing but troops behind him. I didn't see
Right, behind
any
him.
dignitaries. Yeah, I
Because
didn't
at
see
one
them.
point he had the new, do they call her a prime minister?
Yes, yes, the
The-
first
And
woman
he,
prime
well, and
minister.
he mentioned that, and the Japanese audience went crazy, yay,
Yeah, good, good.
for her. So we knew there was people alive in that room making noise, and even the troops behind him, or the
Oh,
Navy
he was
people behind
he was
him
out on.
applauded and made noise for that also. So we knew they were alive. But later on, he says something about, what did he say? Oh, he was talking about food prices and the
Oh yeah, they're
cost
way
of,
down. Yeah,
and there was not a
way
peep
down. Food
behind them.
prices are way down.
They were
The
not peeping
economy's
for him.
doing great. No,
Yeah,
no, there was
they
no.
weren't falling for it.
No,
They
nobody
made
is.
no noise.
Nobody is. Because guess what? They're
No,
not getting paid. They're
right.
not getting paid. They're having to go to food banks and whatnot.
Well, they know that their families are having to rely on grandparents and aunts and uncles and other
Yeah,
people to, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There's that
Well,
part.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Well, he makes a
Well,
big deal on his ballroom or some shit.
right.
Yeah.
Well, Rome burns, so to speak.
Get out
Um,
his fiddle.
but I
You
wanted
know.
to talk about. Well, there's a couple different things we could talk about. This one I wanted to start out with, and it's about ice,
About what? I'm sorry.
ice,
Ice. Ice
ice,
agents. Yes.
ice in general. And this again is from one of my favorite Substack people, Jack Hopkins, on Substack and Blue Sky and a few other places if you can find them. Um, but he called it the most dangerous quiet night in federal history. Hmm.
Boy,
So, the
howdy.
quiet night
That's
that
a statement.
changed everything over the weekend, there was something most Americans missed, and that oversight might cost us the country. According to the reporting by Washington Examiner, the top level purge of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, field office directors in 5 cities occurred over the weekend. And that was just prior to the article's date, which was
Ready?
October, well, it's October 28th now, but that's right. In a move cloaked in bureaucratic silence, the administration ordered the removal or reassignment of ICE field office directors in 5 major cities: Denver, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, Phoenix, and San Diego. Why does it matter?
Yeah.
Because this wasn't a management shuffle. It was a signal, a pivot, a red flag moment that tells us the rules have changed. And if you're sitting there saying, that's immigration policy, not my fight, then you're the person most at risk when the consequences ripple out. The uneasy quiet before the breaking point. You and I both know we're living in chaotic times. The halls of power are shifting. The narrative is being rewritten. And people like you, who care about our Constitution, our democracy, and the rule of all, feel it. That nagging question, what happens when the system we thought held us together begins to bend? I've seen the look on tired faces in suburban yards, the worn-out fists pushing open supermarket doors at dawn, the retired law enforcement officers who say, I'm done being silent. If you're among them, good. because this story's for you. The real meaning behind the purge, let's break it down. Here are the 4 seismic implications of this purge. The ones the media might mention and the ones they won't explain. A power grab within enforcement. Those 5 offices weren't just any offices. Denver, LA, Philadelphia, Phoenix, and San Diego are major field hubs, places where ICE leadership coordinates thousands of enforcement actions, deportations, detentions, conflict with local jurisdictions. The removal of top directors means one thing. The White House and DHS are demanding tighter control, faster results, and less independence. Reports say the purge was driven by dissatisfaction with the slow number of deportations, and that some of those posts may be filled by senior agents from U.S. Border Patrol instead of traditional ICE leadership. In short, the commander-in-chief is replacing the generals with loyal foot soldiers. That shift isn't just about immigration. It's about discipline, obedience, and channeling federal power with fewer checks. The internal message is discipline over discretion. Under past administration, ICE field offices had a degree of professional discretion. Prioritize violent offenders, coordinate with local law enforcement, respect local politics and legal frameworks. This purge says discretion is now subordinate to quotas, results matter more than a reassessment, local realities matter less. Why? Because when you're charging leadership in 5 cities overnight, or at least near overnight, that tells you someone pushed the red button. We're no longer playing safe, we're pushing. The local, state, federal tension explodes. If you thought the fight between sanctuary cities and the federal government was under control, you'd be mistaken. This purge happens while federal agents are being deployed in U.S. cities, see Chicago and Portland, under operations like Operation Midway Blitz, which we've seen what that's been doing.
Yeah.
These deployments don't wait for local leaders. They don't ask permission. They don't seek consensus. Now, remove the local field directors, people who understood to some degree how to coordinate with states, counties, mayors, and put in a hardline central leadership with fewer local ties. The result? Friction will surge, chaos increases, resistance rises, localities will push back, federal oversight will tighten. Do I need to go on? Do I really need to go on anymore? I mean, we get the picture there, right? And we were seeing it. We're seeing how it's getting a little bit worse every time. I mean, they focus on the different, right now the focus is still on Chicago a lot. But there's a few other places where they're building up and getting ready to move the focus to, I'm sure. Somewhere out east, I think, is starting to be targeted a bit. And they're going to do the same there, no doubt.
Yeah.
But
He's trying to get rid of the upper, the established supervisor in ICE.
right. And but
Get
this
rid
is
of them.
across the board. It's happening all across our military, all across it. I mean, people
Yeah.
ask, why did the generals retire, or whatever? Well, they're being pushed out. Number one,
That's exactly it.
they would be
They're-
ineffective. They wouldn't let them be effective
They're
if they
refusing
stayed.
to follow unlawful orders.
Yes,
That's what they're doing.
and they're stepping away, or some of them are being told that you might as well step away because we're going to push you out anyways. And who are they moving out into some of those positions? Some of them are civilians, for Christ's sake.
Loyalist to him. That's the
Loyalists.
only requirement. Yes, senior management. Thank you.
Yeah.
Loyalist to him, which is what he's done in every cabinet position. Every position that he fills, it has got to be loyal to him, not to the Constitution, not to the rule of law, none of that shit.
Yep.
No, it's just
Yeah.
loyal to him.
And as much as it's been, a heartache to watch them grab all these people and send them off to God knows where, and I mean, I still don't know how many and where they went. They're all over the place, and some of them are just being held right here somewhere in the United States. A lot of people don't know where.
Yeah.
And, they fly them off across the opposite side of the country from where they grabbed them on purpose. But this ramping up of the military and the push of, we all know that every one of those J6ers that wanted to, not all of them automatically, just who wanted to, are in there. They're in there in the ICE and whatever other
Doesn't
positions
that
they
make you
needed
feel
to fill.
confident?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not so much.
No. No. I fear. Who exactly is signing up for ICE now? You really got to be a hard ass. You really got to, I think, be a hateful son
Or
of
a
a bitch.
dumbass. There's
Or a
that
dumbass.
too.
Yeah, that too. To
Want
be
some money.
signing up for this kind of mission, for this kind of bullshit. It is. It's just outlandish. It's heartless. It's all of that. It's immoral.
Yeah.
But there are plenty of people that are jumping on that bandwagon. Hello, Dave.
Epstein.
That's why we're
Yes.
That's why we're
Well,
shut
that's
down,
another
baby.
thing I was going to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The reason for
guys.
the reason Congress isn't convened is Epstein. That's why
Everything
we
is
have it.
Epstein.
Everything is
Everything's
Epstein.
everything is being escalated to take you for. I mean, seriously, I have not seen Epstein mentioned in the last 3 or 4 days.
When he started knocking down the
That's
White
not
House.
true.
You know, yes, the Epstein ballroom.
Yes, the Epstein
Well,
ballroom.
no, BBC was doing a story today. I looked at it earlier, if I can. It had to do with Prince Andrew. And he invited Epstein, I think it was Harvey Weinstein, and they mentioned a couple other names, to his home,
Ooh,
which I can't remember the name of his, where they always have names for their
right.
cottages or whatever the hell they
their
call them.
estate.
And he invited them all at once. You know, the little pedo group came to his place to, the boys met there for his daughter's birthday. For her 18th
Well,
birthday.
Mitchie
How
Chick.
sweet.
Yeah.
Mitchie Chick, you say that, and you're spot on, because I'll touch on it later on the show, because we can very easily in this first 10 minutes get caught up in 10 different topics
That's the way it
concerning
is
Trump
every day.
and I'm sick of it, and I've got something to say, and I want to say it. I think what we need to do is, rather than a lot of us leaving these meetings when we get together and you're broadcast and the blue room, we leave depressed. Everything's fucked. Everything's ruined. The country's going to hell in a handbasket, and we're about to go down the hill,
Dave,
and the rich are doing really well. But John.
I'm
what
listening. I'm like, go ahead.
There's no offense to anyone or any group here. What my message is we need to do what we're doing, but we need to do it in a little bit of a different formula. So when we leave, we're feeling encouraged, we're feeling motivated, we're feeling like, okay, let me get this paper out here, or let me get on the net here and find out what's happening that I can get involved with, and get motivation, because we can list off for half an hour of all the evil things this man has done and is going to do, and that we know he's going to do. But what we need to do is say, okay, how do we deal with this? How do we collectively get together and deal with the situation we're going to be handed up? Now, and that's whether it be getting and looking at what groups are getting together in your area, like Mitchie Chick brings up at the beginning of the show, and at the end of the show, groups are getting together, trying to attend meetings and marches. I won't call them protests. Protest leads to other things, but they're meetings and marches. If everyone gets to that same page, even if you can't get to these meetings and marches, you may be able to tell someone about these meetings and marches because you may be disabled. But if we get together and know what the left hand and the right hand are doing, and everyone's on the same page, this man can go down without a shot being fired, because the people's voice is so powerful. You showed that with I'll go back to the Kimmel thing, how powerful your voice is. That can be used in many ways without firing a shot. It can be used to motivate you as well. I just feel the American people, I've had enough. I can see that the soda bottle's been shaken so much, our reaction is about
People
to
are hurting
fire up.
right
But
now,
I
Dave.
do not. Yes, the shutdown is the crevice, is the apex. It's where people start to feel, don't feel sorry for the guy who's like my local politician, but he's got plenty of bucks. He can survive for a few months. It's the man in the street with the kids that can't survive, that's dealing with this pain. It's dealing with this, watching on news that he's given $40 billion to these people. He's giving $20 billion to these people, and he can't feed his own people.
He wants 250
This is.
million from the Department of Justice for him. You know,
But back to my point.
Yeah.
How do we deal with it, John? It's how we deal with it. How do we get together and try and make each other feel better? I know that the American people have had enough. Well, I mean, and talk is cheap, and we seem to talk a lot. But the only real constructive way to deal with this, man, is getting together in your local community or talking and feeling, feeling good about, I'm fighting for the Constitution. That's on your side, this Constitution. You can't change it. But I personally feel with this
I think
shutdown.
that's what you're starting to see, Dave. With the last protest that we just had, the number of people out on the streets was just astronomical. It set a record. We need to keep that up.
Well, did you see what happened in South Korea when there was, 150,000 South Koreans chanting, "Get out! We don't want you here." No president of America has ever had to deal with that, ever.
No.
And
No.
I think it's rubbing hard on the American people, and they've had enough.
He just flipped the South Koreans the bird the other day when he raided their factory and deported all their people.
He flew a fucking plane over New York. He shat on New York. I mean,
He's shitting on everybody everywhere.
Everybody.
Exactly. But if we know who his enablers are, the media, the corporations, you can make them suffer as well. But you know what? When this government's closed down and people have got no money, they also suffer because no one's going to go out and buy products off the shelf of the supermarket. They're going to go to food banks. So it ends up costing the corporations the end. But I think Trump, look, bottom line here, Trump wants you to forget about government. He wants you to forget about government as you normally know it. Forget what you're used to, because when we come back, if we come back, it's going to be something different. Because he wants to make sure that the house is all finished. There's no White House.
He's the talk now, and we all know it's bullshit. It's his little 2028 shit that he's going to still be here in 2028. There is no pathway. And Mike Johnson said that to himself today. Of course, I don't trust Mike Johnson as far as I could spit. The man would flop over in a heartbeat if he found a tiny way to help Trump get 2028. But that's who we're dealing with. He wants to play that game. Fuck you, I'm going to do what I want. And he's just going to continue doing exactly what he wants. We're getting some relief in the courts, but not enough.
Well, one court just flipped their decision, didn't they? They gave him approval to do something, and now they've said, no, hang on, you lied to us.
Oh, that's in... when you said he lied to us. Well, when doesn't he lie? If he opens his mouth, he's lying. What was it?
But, the DOJ said had lied to the court about Trump moving into one of these states. I can't think. I'm sorry that I've forgotten that because I didn't take notes on it. But apparently, yesterday a court flipped a decision they had made to give him approval to move troops into a state, and then all of a sudden they've notified him saying, "Hang on."
He's not done with that. No. He was talking about that on the USS George Washington today. telling the troops, oh, National Guard might not be enough. We might have to send in others. Now,
just like Hitler did.
Yeah,
I mean, can you see
following
the
same
likeness of him?
playbook of
Yes,
destroy the country
yes.
from within, take over every
Why?
department, every facet of this government, install loyalists to him. That's what he's doing.
And that's why the government shutdown plays into his book, because he's weaning you off government as you know it. He's creating
trying to,
this new
starting with any budget. Hey, let me catch up here real quick, Dave. Let me catch up. Lincoln came in with $5, said Republican divisions erupted in a private conference call with Mike Johnson. Keep up the pressure, America. That's what I'm talking about, baby. They don't get the cushy job unless they get reelected, and it's the constituents that matter. Dan Hack came in with $2, said blowing boats in the Caribbean waters is murder. And the troops ain't liking that shit either. It's mighty sketchy. And you're putting American troops in a difficult position. And Gordon Marble came in with $5 and said, remember what happened in Libya when the people had enough of Gaddafi? It wasn't pretty. Nope, there was a stick involved. I remember that. And when the people have had enough, baby. And that's what we're reaching now. This is, every day. The outrage grows larger and larger.
Just before you bring Jorge in, can I just say that I still feel that we should be talking more about the kryptonite of Epstein. And did you know that was should have been a RICO case, but it was all squashed? There's another story there.
There's a whole lot.
Timothy Mellon.
Yes. So many, like you say, the banks and financial companies involved. But what got me was hearing Mr. Massey read out, in Congress there that Jess Daly, CEO of Barclays, he rattled his name off, and then he says one Hollywood producer, one royal prince, a high-profile music industry person, a prominent banker, a high-profile government official, a high-profile ex-politician, owner of a car company in Italy, a rock star, a magician, and 6 other billionaires, and the list goes on. This is why it's been squashed, because the power of their purse. But the DOJ, I just wish the next DOJ gets in there, does the right thing, and the next president bulldozes that fucking ballroom.
I'm hoping that as soon as we get the House to reconvene, that we have a congresswoman in Arizona that gets sworn in, and that starts the ball rolling. That forces the House to take a vote on the floor in front of God and everybody. There you go. You go on the record. What do you want to do? Hello, Jorge.
Good evening,
Hello,
John.
Jorge.
How are you?
I'm doing fine, brother. How about you?
Well, I'm living in America, baby.
Yeah. There you go.
This the whole thing about this ICE shakeup, and putting Border Patrol in. It all goes back to Stephen Miller and his 3,000 deportees a day.
Got a number, baby.
Was what he said. That was the number he said.
Yep.
The shadow president said 3,000 a day, and that's you do the math, 3,000 times 365, and you get 1,095,000 people, 1 million people a year. Okay, but they're claiming that 12 million people came in. So it would still take them 12 years, even at that projected number, according to their numbers, And, you get all these guys out there in ICE uniforms and shit that they're trying to recruit.
Men
and you got them running all over the place. And you think mistakes ain't going to be made? I mean, and it's just going to get worse. And when they run out of immigrants, who's they going to come after next,
There's a good question, huh?
Well,
Liberals?
They will become the new SS.
registered Democrats, you reckon? See, and they're sending all these poll watchers from the DOJ to the elections in like
Yeah,
California
like
and
I'm
what?
supposed to
Somewhere,
trust that
New
with
Jersey.
this DOJ.
Okay, and so what
Yeah,
what
but
they
that's
can
part of
do
the plan.
is they can come back and they scream, "Oh, there's irregularities, there's voter fraud." This is not a bunch of fucking Republicans. This is the government of the United States with the full weight of the government behind it, and that's a big freaking difference, you know.
Well, Jorge, you know what he's doing that for is because he's been
He's
told
setting
by
up
this
for
Miss.
the midterms.
Yes, he's been told by Miss Honey, whoever this Miss Honey is, who's a part of the Homeland Security. She's told Trump that he has got more power than he thinks, that he can interfere with the midterm elections and set the rules of the elections with a little bit of maneuvering. He's got the power. So
And that's
that's part of
exactly
the
what
plan,
he's
but he
going to try
needs
to
to
do.
it needs to happen in a state with an emergency, and that's what Jorge is referring to. That state that he's sending the investigation down to, the
Right.
team, that they will find
Then the government
irregularities.
says that something's wrong. It's
Yep.
not just the Republicans. It's not just MAGA. It's the United States government with the full
that's-
force of the United States government behind it. And they're going to do whatever the hell he tells them, right? You know?
They've got
That's
a plan.
the problem. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
And that's it. That's heading into the midterms because he knows he's underwater.
That's why
You know,
Republican
they-
states are trying to gerrymander as fast as they can, because I think they can see the
Correct me
handwriting
if
on
I'm
the
wrong.
wall.
Over here, we're hearing he's 7 points down under. I don't know who he's against, but they're just reporting that Trump is 7 points down in the polls. I don't believe that. Sorry, he can't. He's not. He's not at 43% approval rate. That's bullshit. I think he's
I think it's
probably
less than that.
30.
Yeah, much less. Much less. I think we're starting
Am
to
I
see a
wrong
turn.
about that?
Yeah, it's a whiplash result of what he's done. He ain't even been in there a year, and look at this shit that we're having to go through.
Yeah.
You
See,
know,
and here's the thing. He's an old fart, and he ain't going to be around forever. Okay? So whatever damage the Heritage Society and the Federalists can do, they got to do quick because the clock's ticking. And they know that J.D. Vance ain't going to be able to have the charisma of Donald Trump. So, they got to figure out some way to lock this in because they don't have the knack to follow it. They can't let a Democrat get all these powers they've given to the president.
no,
Exactly.
No,
They
Exactly.
can't allow that to happen. So that means they can't lose another election.
that's what they're
ever.
working towards. Hence all the
game,
gerrymandering
baby.
and shit. That's the plan.
Sure.
If that they keep control
with-
of the House and the Senate by hook or crook.
With the power that is now installed in the presidency, I hope the next Democratic president comes along and says, this is wrong. These powers are overbearing. We must reduce it back to a
We need
fair
Congress
amount
to
of
step
power,
up
not
and do
ridiculous.
their job. This is 3 separate branches of our government, and one of them ain't doing shit.
But Joe
While
Walsh
the other
has
one
been
is out
posting
there
a few
kicking
things
over
lately.
trash cans and throwing shit on the wall.
They have been out. The House has been out of session for 5 weeks. Now you do know that they're getting paid and all their benefits are being extended.
Oh
even-
yeah, they're
But-
not missing
but-
a paycheck, baby.
It's not like. But the government shut down. SNAP benefit recipients, kids are going to
Yep.
go hungry, but they're cool. Everything's cool with them.
That's what should speak
There
a
you go.
whole lot to this nation is the fact that the Republicans have refused to come back. They're just staying away. They're on vacation, baby. The Democrats have been in the House. We're there. We're ready. The Republicans aren't showing up. And there's only one reason. I swear. It's to keep the Congresswoman from Arizona from being sworn in.
Sworn in. Sure.
That's
Yep.
it. Because that throws the wrench in, baby. That like I said, that forces the vote. on the House floor in front of God and everybody that everybody's going to have to stand up and say, do you want to see the Epstein files
Well,
released or what?
I
And
hope
if you say no to that,
there
we
is.
damn sure want to know why.
I hope, John, that there is a some sort of march or rally planned to say to the Republicans, get back to work. I mean, something out the front of the White House, a little peaceful rally, get back to
Right.
work, or people at the front with signs, get back to work. Because this really could be, if they don't go back, this could be the end of the White House as the world knows it. It could
Oh, yeah.
be the new Reichstag, or
Figuratively,
whatever
or
they call it.
It's a one-party system.
that's what they're aiming
I
for.
believe that there's Russian spies in the White House now, and Trump knows about it. There are people within. It's a 1 hour story. I can
I
post it
just
on
naturally
on
assume
chat.
as soon as he assumed the office, Vladimir Putin had an open line.
Well, yeah. Where do you think all that shit down in Mar-a-Lago? Where was all that stuff going?
Yeah.
Those.
Yeah, all from his last term in office. Where do you think all
Yeah.
that information was going? To his buddy.
And
Yeah.
my
And anybody
question is,
that
they
doesn't
seized
believe
all that,
that,
shit,
you
right?
know,
They seized all this. FBI went and raided it and seized all that stuff. Now, when the case ended, did they have to give it back to him? And I never caught the end of this story. You know, they dropped the case against him, right? Jack Smith did, because there was no hope when he got reelected.
It wasn't so much that it was dropped, it was just sort of set aside. I forget the
Huh?
legal term.
Okay, but what happened to the evidence?
That's got to be all sitting somewhere,
You would think, wouldn't you?
you would think. Now, I don't know exactly.
Wonder what happened to that fella.
Yeah,
That
Well,
would
was there
be
any?
worth checking into.
it would be. I wouldn't doubt if
We could set up
Jack
a
Smith
committee
doesn't
to
have copies of things.
set up a committee to find all that stuff. But, if the
Well, someone's
House
got to
flip.
get him into court. Someone has to get him, or he's a representative for Trump, into a court case where disclosures can come out.
that'll be a
and
very difficult
that's
thing to do while he's in
that's
office.
why none of these cases. All he's trying to do is dirty the people's names. That's all he's trying to do. Make him look like.
All he's trying to
because
do
they accused him.
is implement a oh hell. I'm sorry, man.
Character
Implement-
assassination.
Huh?
Character assassination. It just takes their power away from the people. I mean, if Jack Smith comes out, we all love Jack Smith and trusted him, believed in him. By destroying his character, will we do that in the future? That's what he's doing.
I don't think Donald Trump's going to be able to do that.
I don't think he's made a dent in his character. No.
Not a bit.
But it's not just Jack Smith. I mean, now he's also now got a
Comey.
case against what's her name, Nancy Pelosi. She's
Nancy
just been
Pelosi, he's wanting to go after her.
He's just checking off his list,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
like
Yep.
Santa
Hey,
Claus.
let me call out a thank you to Susan Rotella, who came in with a $20 donation. Susan, thank you very much. It did not pop up because you did not make a comment, but I seen it when it came by. So thank you, Susan. I appreciate that.
Hey, and John,
Yes.
you know what the official definition of a shithole country is?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's one that zip ties children.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I can't
That
look
would
at that. I had to. No,
Ain't that
no,
some
no,
shit?
no. That's
That's
It's one that
shithole
covers up
country, baby.
Epstein that shit too.
Yeah.
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 It's
Yes.
all children.
And that's what this.
Yeah.
You know, I
Fucking
can't.
evening,
I can't
everybody.
stress enough. That's everything that
Hey.
we're going through. Hello, Lincoln.
Hello,
Hey,
Lincoln.
Hey.
Hot
Well,
Rod
I-
Lincoln.
I tell you. Well, here's a fun fact for you. And
All
I
right.
shared this on a rant. I shared this in a rant on my own YouTube channel because I decided to cross that line. My channel used to be about cats and all the cat videos I make about my cats.
Yeah.
And I got on recently. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start talking politics. Yep, I'm going to do it. Fuck it.
There you
So-
go, baby. Every voice, we need it.
In the fiscal year of 2023, the largest demographic of SNAP benefit recipients was white people. A further analysis in 2024 determined that Trump-leaning counties, mostly in a
the
lot of southern
South.
states,
Yes.
are the ones that receive the most SNAP benefits. This is
Yes.
why this conference call with Mike Johnson today went fucking sideways and other Republican congressmen started losing their shit. This is why Marjorie Taylor Greene is going nuclear. This is
It's
fucking
his
political
base.
suicide. This
Oh,
is
no.
political fucking suicide. And I'm telling you right now, on Saturday, when the fucking hunger hits, this country's going to lose their shit, and it's going to be fucking Trumpers that are going to be losing their shit, mostly.
That's how come you're going to see a big turnaround in this, is because the things he's implementing, as you said, with SNAP benefits, where does that go? We've already determined the biggest suppliers to our budget are Democratic states, California, New York. Those are the big donor states, baby. That's when we get our money.
Anyone
big
with a brain
drain-
cell knows that, John.
Yes.
But what are they doing? They're trying to turn all of this around and make it the Democrats' fault.
Yes.
Of course they are. You know, I got to say this. You know, I'm up here in Minnesota. Governor Tim Walz, he did a press conference today and unlocked state funds for several $1 million. I can't remember how many millions it was, to try to help with this whole hunger situation with the upcoming SNAP benefits
And food banks.
going to an
Right.
end. And he fucking ended that press conference saying directly to Trump, stop fucking terrorizing the American people. The worst thing that you could possibly do to terrorize the American people is fucking make them go hungry. Are you fucking kidding me?
Take away their pay.
Well,
Yeah, you
and
can't pay your rent, your car payment, your electric bill, the
percentage-wise,
groceries.
Louisiana
Well,
is one of the biggest recipients, and that's MAGA Mike's home state.
There you
and
go,
believe
baby.
me,
To his own
if
people.
you're on SNAP benefits, it's not like you're eating at the Ritz.
No,
No.
You're
That-
trying to
that-
make that stretch
You're
for a whole
counting
month.
beans, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you listen to Donnie, SNAP benefits is like, well, we're out here eating caviar. You know, just
Yeah,
living
free
it up,
food.
high
They're
on
all
the hog.
just sitting around eating food all day long. No.
He doesn't know jack shit about
There's
Still
You
people
know,
going
groceries
hungry
or
that are on
anything.
SNAP.
You know how the red hats are, everybody. You know, they'll brush off, oh, I don't care that he's building a ballroom. Trump deserves it. Oh, you know,
Yeah.
$40 billion
Yeah.
to Argentina, blah, 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 blah. I promise you, all these things that he's spending money on or sending people that he's sending money to, they're going to start rolling that shit around in their head on fucking Saturday when their fucking food benefits don't come in.
Yeah, when
And then they're gonna
grandma's
say-
Robin,
food
Yeah.
stamps run
He wants
out,
blood
they'll
on
the
start
streets.
thinking about this shit.
All of a sudden, I think I agree with the Democrats. Why the fuck is he giving $40 billion to Argentina while my family starves? Yeah, that's what we've been trying to say the whole fucking time, you dumbasses.
Because he's buying friends. He can't
gotta
win
come
friends.
home, man.
He's
He can't
He's
find them
buying
here. He's going to
friends
have to.
with
He's
your
going to have to
money.
find them. Yeah. He's
And you want to know
buying
what else they're going to
loyalty.
forget about? And actually, they're going to forget about everything. The red hats that are on food benefits are going to forget about everything, including they're not going to even care fucking quote-unquote illegal immigrants anymore. They're going to be like, dude, I got a problem at my kitchen table right now. Nothing else matters.
Yeah.
My kids
Yep.
are hungry.
And that kitchen
My-
table's going
my
to come into
mama's
play too when
hungry.
there's not enough workers to pick the food out of the field. So
Well,
that'll
and on
all
the
come
flip
into
side
play.
of that, you were talking about what his approval rating was. There are the people out there that are doing well enough anyways. All they're looking at is what their 401k is doing right now, and they are happy. There's his approval rating.
well,
Period.
you know,
They don't care about the
Canute,
rest of the shit. Doesn't affect them. They don't care.
And that's sad,
Norm
because
just
not
messaged
everybody
me.
has a vested interest in the stock market.
Exactly.
You know,
But a huge
John
amount of
Canute-
his followers do.
yes.
Canute Norm just messaged me. Trump's approval is 37%.
See,
Yeah,
you can't
depending
win
on
with
which.
37%.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't win with that. So you have to
No.
do something. You have to
You
do
cheat.
something, and
You
that,
mean-
that's. Go ahead.
I don't believe that either.
Well, and even if it's 37%, MAGA makes up about half of that, in my opinion. I mean, there's people that are Republican that always vote Republican.
That's what
I
I've
just
been
vote
saying.
for the person with an R
There
next
are
to their name, you know.
There are conservatives out there that are may have bought into him in the beginning, but they're losing faith in him fast. And those conservatives, they're not going to take that shit very long. The MAGA, you can't do anything about it. The people on my street can't do a goddamn thing about it. All they're
It's the
filled
people
is
that are
with hate,
apathetic
baby.
that we have to try and reach. They're not even looking. They're not even looking.
That's right. They don't
Yeah.
watch the news. They don't. Well, even the news is not doing any favors. It means CNN and most of them aren't giving you the facts. They're still making out they look like they're reporting the truth.
I haven't
but
seen
actually,
anything about
it-
Epstein on CNN
They just
for a
don't
while.
want to ruin their day, Dave. They don't watch the news.
Yeah. They don't want to come under Trump's investigation either
it.
for any reason.
But
Well, yeah.
I step off that train because I have to know what's going on. I just can't not look. Sorry.
You
Same
know,
way
for
here.
the for
As
the
a matter of
first
fact,
ti-
it's
for the
painful
first-
sometimes.
Right. I was getting ready to say, for the first time in several months, I haven't talked to this buddy of mine in a long time, because the last time we had a conversation, it went a little sideways regarding politics. I got on the phone. He called me the other day out of the blue and was bitching. You guys got to hear this. This is a fucking closet Trump supporter, okay? He fucking was talking about how it's asinine that Trump's building a ballroom. He's like, why the fuck doesn't he understand how tariffs work? Why are my expenses higher now than they've
Well, I'm
ever
glad to
fucking
see him
been?
asking those questions.
Yes. And
That's
it was
exactly,
a
yeah.
rhetorical question because he already knew the answer.
I
and he's
think
like,
he
yeah,
lost
this
I
is not
think
right.
he lost at
Yeah.
least some with his little teardown episode at the White House. Nobody wanted to see that shit. All of a sudden, you're tearing
No, it
down
has
his
more to
shit.
do with money, though, John. It always has to do with money.
It
with
always
them.
has
It's like,
something
where's
to
he
do
getting
with
all the
money.
money to do that? Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I just wanted
What's
to
going
mention that.
on underground below the ballroom?
You know, I
Did
just wanted to mention
anyone
that because, you know,
Did anyone see the British reporter interviewing Steve Bannon? They gave him fucking hell. They held his feet to the fire. And he
yeah.
just repeated the same message. Trump will be president in 2028.
Yeah, that's what he's
He
pushing.
has every right to be. Yep.
That's what
and
that's
that's
what
their
Steve Bannon's
project.
pushing. Is that he will be here in
And
2028.
unfortunately-
They have a plan.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like
well,
to
the
hear
plan
that
is what
plan.
Jorge was talking about earlier was the plan is to start controlling the
These
elections.
monitors, the monitors from the Department of Justice,
I think he's got Plan
which
A
is
and
the
Plan
federal
B.
government.
I think he wants turmoil in the streets. He's going to keep pushing
Well, of
this
course, that's
Absolutely.
what
population.
he's been doing.
He wants violence
That's
somewhere.
what
He wants
also-
blood spilt on the roads, so he can
And
start
by
his.
keeping the
his
government
didn't
shut
work in
down,
that's
Portland,
the only
you
way
know,
he's going to be able to postpone the election, is if we're under some kind of martial law, some kind of national emergency, where his
You
powers
guys
come in.
realize that Trump ain't smart enough to come up with any of this shit.
Oh no,
this is
baby!
The
That's
Federalist
what's
Society and the
scary.
Heritage Society.
He's
And
got
these are
This is
terrorist
Stephen Miller.
backers this
organizations.
time. Yes,
These are
This is
terrorist
Miller.
organizations.
This is
That's the
Stephen
difference
Miller,
between his
guys.
first-
Well, yeah,
Okay, one at a
Heritage
time,
Society.
please.
thank you. Yeah, but that's
This
it.
is Stephen Miller.
It's not Donnie.
Yep.
Donnie's first
David-
term, he came in by himself, and it showed. He was just an ass. This time, people surrounded him. They want to use him, and they're
Right.
doing a damn good job.
You know, I was using an analogy talking with someone the other day, like you're saying, Aussie Dave. Trump is like a piece of conduit. The electrical source is coming from the people around him, and it's flowing through Trump. Trump is not the source of the electricity.
He's not
No.
the source
You know what
of
I
the
mean?
power.
No,
The
they're
power.
just using him as a front. That was
Yep.
said a long time ago by the Federalist Society that what all they need to
Right.
get Project 2025 through is a mug of a president that will stand up and allow it to happen behind the scenes
And
while
they've
he
got
covers for them.
And they've
Well,
got
the
him.
Federalist Society are the ones who put the judges on the benches. That's whatever his name is, Leo whatever.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Federalist Society. The Heritage Society, however,
Yeah, Leonard.
is this right wing Christian nationalist crap.
It's the game they're
you know,
playing.
and Stephen Miller, that's where Stephen Miller came from.
And there's a Bilderberg group. You know, there's a lot of these societies and fucking groups
And
that've
then
got their finger in the pie of the
swamp.
White House.
And you know what they can all
He was
do?
going to get rid of. He just brought him right on in and buy me a ballroom. Hey, now, let me ask you.
And
You know, y'all seen the son of a bitch dance, right?
oh yeah,
Don't
so,
stop
yeah.
there.
Everybody
Does
just
he
saw him on
need a
TV.
ballroom? You've seen him dance.
But
Jeez.
it's not a dancing
You saying-
ballroom. It's just a big room where everybody could come in and praise him. Just load him up
Glorious
with
leader?
yes, that's what it is.
Oh, my.
It's always going to put. Anyway, hey, let me get this out. Blue Dot and Greeter. Huh? What?
I was just going to say, another silver lining. The Senate just voted 52-48 to overturn Donald Trump's 50% tariffs on Brazil. 5 Republicans joined Democrats.
There you go.
See, there you go. Yeah,
There's
you're
going to
exactly
be a
right.
crack. There's going to have to
back
be a
the
split.
bitch.
The Republican Party, the Republican Congress is going to have to take a step back because the world is realizing just how much ass kissing y'all are doing, and it don't look good. Let me thank Blue Dot Greeter Mark, who came in with a $5 donation just to hear us say, play that song, Don.
Attaboy, Mark.
Asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Just shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
Oh, no, we're not doing that yet.
Shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch.
Because it makes me
I need you
smile.
to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Just shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut
I
the
love
fuck
it.
up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Don't you wish you could just, every time he starts opening his mouth, somebody could just hit that in the background and have it playing.
Yeah.
Let me throw this at you guys. I was watching a interview with oddly enough, the guy was a clown, and this was on, I think it was Just Democrats or one of those shows. I will post it if you like. I've got it saved. But it was a guy that used to be one of those guys that wore the at Disneyland, wore the Mickey Mouse costumes and the goofy costumes, and they were behind these masks. Obviously, they were in the costume, and they had this little slit. They described how we can see just under the nose. There's a bit of mesh there that you can see, and gives you some air and so forth. And this guy said, "Look, I was a recluse." He said, "I took this job because I was told that I need to get out and get involved with society and stop being a recluse." And he said, when I put this costume on, he said, I did things and said things I would never, ever say in my life. I felt so empowered. I felt so like I was hidden behind a wall. So he said, I loved it. I was, bouncing with the kids and enjoying myself. He said, but when I took it off, I just, fell back into the hole. Well, there's your ice men. This is the sort of people that are doing the ice thing. They want to be tough
They
guys,
will do
but aren't
anything
really
behind
tough.
a mask. Nobody
Correct.
knows who
That
they
gives them
are.
power.
Yes. It's a dangerous thing to do. It is a dangerous
So they're
thing
not
to
tough. They're just jerks.
do.
You look at the
okay.
psychology
It's
of it,
intimidating.
okay, that's what bothers me.
Exactly,
who-
Jorge, the psychology.
Who on the psychological scale is going to feel like really this is an appealing thing that I need to go do?
Answer me this. The $50,000 they get for signing up to ICE, if they leave after 6 months, they say, I can't do this to my American friends or my American people, what happens to that 50 grand? They're going to give it back, or is that was it paid
No,
up to
but they'll
As
have to
I
pay
understand, that's
taxes
a
on it
sign-on
anyway.
bonus. Yes. Yeah.
But
They have to pay taxes on it. So
Yeah, but
at least
how long do you have to stay in
15 to
there?
20% goes back to the government.
But how long do you have to be in the ice force to say, well, we want that
We
money?
don't know.
I'm sure it's
Uh,
fluid depending
it's-
on who it is.
You know, here's the thing. You got Corey Lewandowski and Christy Nome, who are they're banging each other, and they just bought dual matching private planes. I don't know if you caught that, but yeah, they
$174 million.
yeah they got matching ones though. There's two of them. Corey gets one, Christy gets one,
Boy, had
That's
and
nice of Trump.
how sweet, ain't love grand. And
Yeah.
and of course Corey was married, but that didn't interfere with anything. And of course they're doing the Stephen Miller shuffle because without Stephen Miller's approval, their history. And Corey's like an old Trump campaign guy anyway, and we know about those guys, right? He doesn't speak Russian, I don't think, but he should. And
I think he has a translator.
good Lord. It's
I'm
just
sure.
like you just need waders to go off into the swamp with this stuff.
It happens
know?
every damn day. Hey, Yelly Man.
Well, the good.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Yelly
hi.
Man,
Hi,
how are
John.
you?
Hello,
I'm
Yelly.
fine. Hello, everybody. Hello. Yeah,
you
I'm
doing?
fine. Well, I'm watching from Norway, looking at what's going on in your country. And
Everybody is, brother.
uh,
Everybody is.
we're getting a lot of news about tearing down of the East Wing. That's been covered very heavily in our news.
How has that been
And,
received over there?
People are shocked. I mean, people are they don't believe their own eyes. It's like
Yeah, none of us can too. Can't either.
it's.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only a tenant. He's only a tenant there. I mean, he doesn't own the house. He doesn't
Exactly.
have any. He doesn't have congressional approval for that. And nobody thought a president could unilaterally just tear down a historical
That's who
building.
he thinks he is. That's who he thinks
Yeah.
he is. He
Uh,
doesn't
It's
have
heritage.
to ask anybody.
No, but that is a big. That is like somebody. We have a king in Norway. That is, and he lives in a castle. That is somebody would tear down the fucking castle in our capital city. And Norwegians would be furious if that happened. Or
If he
let's
could-
say they tore down Buckingham Palace in England. What the hell do you think the English would feel?
If he could
feel
get
about
away
that?
with it, he'd put a Trump Tower right there.
Yeah.
He
Which
may
is
even
basically
tear down
what
the
he's doing
Statue
with
of
the
Liberty.
ballroom anyway.
No, but
He
I
could
mean,
turn
that's
down,
just,
tear down Lady Liberty, mate. Think about it.
what the hell is he going to do with that ballroom? I mean, there's
It's
no
it's a
office
memorial to
space
him,
there.
much like the Ark will be. The Ark de Trump.
Well, they
the
can-
Trump.
They can shatter
be.
his
It's a
ashes there
monument
when he
to him.
dies. I mean, I'm gonna say,
As Guitar Dog said, he's torn down the Constitution. Why not just tear it all down? Buildings
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck.
So that's
society.
that's being heavily covered here in Norway. That
I hope it's
thing.
being
And
covered
of course-
all over the world.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And it's also the sad situation where those that's going on in that United States is kind of sending warships down to Venezuela, building up a dangerous situation there. It might lead to another war. Who knows?
You know, that whole thing, that's another thing that is putting our troops in a very difficult position, these attacks on the
Yeah.
boats. This is judge,
Yeah,
jury,
yeah, but he's
executioner.
building
this is
up,
not the American way, baby. Nobody
he's
should be
building
proud
up
of what the fuck
forces
they're
and
doing.
he's sending down big warships and stuff now.
Yeah.
That can actually go in and invade
Yeah,
and
he's-
attack.
Look at my Navy. Look at my Navy.
Mhm.
Look at my Army. Look at my Air Force. It's mine, mine, mine.
That's what he
And
wants
the
everybody
peace
to
deal he
believe.
broke with
But I
with
believe that,
Israel and-
as we saw with the resignation of that admiral,
Mm.
bullshit only flies so far. That's how come Hegseth is trying to replace everybody with loyalists to them because the orders he's giving are illegal.
Yeah.
They're bordering on yeah.
You know that peace deal he brokered with Israel just went to
Oh yeah,
straight to
didn't
hell
that, yeah.
today.
That's ending up exactly
Yeah,
the way
that's bullshit.
everybody thought it would. Thank
Yeah.
goodness they got the
Bullshit.
hostages out. That
Yeah,
kudos.
yeah.
That I
But
hope everybody
but
is rejoicing in that. But we
but
knew
I'm so
damn good
sorry
and well
for
that this was
the
not going to hold.
but I'm so sorry for the people of Gaza. You know, they've been suffering for so long for
Yep.
this asshole in Netanyahu. He's a fucking war criminal. Out of, I mean, I can't
Not hearing
stand
any
the
argument
guy.
out of me.
Well, he's doing the
has.
same as Trump. He's doing
Yeah.
the same as Trump because he's within
They're
his own
buddies.
government.
What do you expect?
Yeah, but he's trying to stay in jail as well. I mean, Netanyahu keeping this happening keeps him out of the public eye because of these problems he's got there. He's in trouble. We all know that he can go to jail if he doesn't stay
If
in
he's not
office.
prime minister. Yes.
Yeah, that's why he's staying in power, because he doesn't want to. You know, he's got hell to pay when he resigns because of corruption and all that crap that he's been going on. I mean, he's
So
been
come he
accepting
doesn't plan
money
on going
and bribery.
anywhere.
And you
You know what
remember
the
that?
world needs?
But you remember that prime minister who got killed in the 90s, Rabin, the one who got the Nobel Peace Prize, for trying to broker peace. He was like he was from the he was from the Labour Party in Israel, and Bibi Netanyahu started going after him hard, like almost daring somebody to take him out. A couple of years later, he got killed by an assassin, by a right-wing assassin. He was a right-wing Jew who killed Rabin, and the one who that was when Netanyahu came to power after that. So I mean, the history is just insane with that man. What he has been doing. He's got
What he
his opponent
continues to
killed.
do.
Yeah.
Who
Remember
was the country? Who was the country
Remember him?
over your way, Yelly Man? They
Yeah.
just gave Ukraine 7 jets. That was one of your countries.
Sweden.
Sweden.
That was
gave.
Sweden.
Yep.
Sweden is going to give them, I think, over 150 new jets during a 10-year period. But they're going to start shipping next year.
Next
And
year.
they're like top.
So they're stepping up.
Yeah, and they're going to, you know, the funny thing and the great thing about it, you know who's going to pay for that? They're going to use Russia's frozen money.
Excellent.
Pay, which I think is
Excellent.
fantastic.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I'm so happy about that. So, as Dave said when he joined, let's be happy about stuff, because there are actually
Yes.
positive things going. You know.
There's some good things happening. They're making these
longer-
people get payback.
Yeah.
The longer
and-
this goes on, the longer his reign goes on of this bullshit that he's been doing, the more and more that not only people here in the United States but the world, they don't want this shit either. He's come around, kicking over garbage cans all over the damn place,
And as
disrupting the whole damn world.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
And as
world needs a
Jorge,
new hero.
And as
Jesse
Jorge
Kraft,
said,
1954, said he talks like Jim Jones. Well, he's got the same idea, all to worship him. Hey, let me thank Keith Thompson. That Marine came in with $5 and said, long known, we United States could not be defeated from the outside, only from the inside, baby. And we were warned from that. We were warned. It was
By
Khrushchev that said,
Khrushchev,
we
wasn't
won't, yes, Nikita Khrushchev. We will not defeat you. In paraphrasing, we will not defeat you with a grand military. We will defeat you from within.
but
And
I just
lo and
wanna-
behold,
I
look what we
I
have
just want to
as
say
a
something to
president.
Jorge. The thing Jorge said about Trump is so right. The clock is ticking. The man is a sick old man. When he goes, when Trump eventually dies, the MAGA is going to crumble It's gonna disappear. Nothing. Nobody's
Without
gonna
Trump,
replace it.
MAGA is
Well,
nothing.
whatever control they're going to
That's the
manage
problem
to
with
do,
the cult of
they've got to
personality.
do it before he dies.
Yeah,
And,
We
and
can-
they're going to have to clamp down on everything like
That's like
right
you know,
away.
J.D. Vance ain't got a damn
No.
or it
shot.
ain't going to fly.
and
It'll
that
be
fucking
it'll
asshole-
be like a weekend at Bernie's. If he dies,
So
it'll be
Yeah.
a weekend at
turning
Bernie's.
point right now
Is-
because he's 80
Yeah.
something. Something
Yeah.
they got to do it now and make it stick. Because if they don't, all hell's
don't
going to
think-
bust loose and they're going to end up in prison.
I can't believe that. I mean, Stephen Miller is gonna is gonna. I mean, I think Stephen Miller and people like that are gonna be in serious
Without
problems,
Trump, the cult
trouble
goes
without
away.
Trump. And I
And
think
Cam Bondi, remember, you
oh
know,
yeah,
George Mitchell went to prison after Nixon, you know?
I
He was
am
in the
Well,
Attorney
there's
100%. There is
There's
going to
only
be
one-
repercussions after Trump is gone, and when a Democrat takes over the White House, they're going to have a Nuremberg process and bring everyone.
Let me tell you, Yelly
Right.
man, I can tell you right now, I've got my numbers and I've got my heart pounding, and I see the good news in the wind is what the Democrats need is a decent leader. Gavin Newsom has hinted that he will
Great.
run in 2028. And also Harris has hinted she may throw a hat back in the ring. Would you like to see a Newsom Harris or a Harris
Yes.
Newsom ticket
Yeah.
in 2028?
I could see
Or
that.
Buttigieg.
Because those guys will put these bastards in jail. They won't
Yeah.
will not do a what was the first Attorney General that Biden had?
Merrick
That let all this
Merrick
stuff-
Garland, Merrick Garland.
Merrick Garland.
Garland.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yep. None of that shit. None of that Merrick Garland shit. Get these bastards and jail them with the evidence you've got,
100%.
and it's all out there. Yep.
Hey, let me
Yeah,
catch
I mean-
up
And
real quick.
bulldoze that
catch up.
fucking bulldoze that bloody ballroom.
Yeah, no
Or
shit.
rename it the Obama Ballroom.
Yeah,
That'll
let me
fuck
thank-
Trump.
Let me thank Dan Hack, who came in with a $2 donation and said, I heard it's going to be called Trump's Ballroom. I have no doubt it's going to have his name on it. Same way with the arch. And Chadwick Rogers came in with $2 and said, Pam Bondi was seen vomiting from Don's body odor. I missed that.
Boy,
I'm sure, though. I'm pretty sure that could happen. That's probably a true story. Hey, only because I only got to do this one time. And my son worked real hard on this. I am going to play the video from the last protest I went to, the one recently. And because this is our voice, baby, and this needs to get bigger. This is the way we fight back. We rally. We use our voice.
one person
So-
at a time.
One person at a time, baby. So bear with me, and just,
You're going to show it now?
I'm going to show it right now.
Hello, Blue Dot family.
Have you
Saturday. The sun is
gonna
shining.
show it
I'm
on
hanging out with
YouTube
a few
and
thousand
TikTok and
people
everything?
out here in Corpus Christi. I hope you're having a fine day, baby. You want to know what democracy looks like? This is what democracy looks like, baby. It's we the people. It's our voice that makes a difference in this country. And anytime we lose that, we lose it all. So I encourage you, get out, use your voice today. The protests across the country are outstanding. I am so inspired by what I'm seeing today. Use your voice, use your vote. Every chance you get. Y'all take care of yourself. We'll see you later.
That was great, John. It was fantastic. That turnout was impressive.
That's Corpus Christi. That's,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's the population of Corpus Christi, John? Well, approximately. What, 300,000? Yep. just for
Yeah,
your
that's,
just for your information, just for you personally, that bridge you've been watching, I'll give you information on that because I know a little bit about that shit. That's being done by Mammoet, who are a Netherlands company. They specialise in that sort of work and ship salvage. They're lowering that stress of that building or the whole platform there using things called strand jacks. It's where
Yes.
they're a hydraulic jack that's cable. You know they work. They pull it up, clamp it, then lower it down. Pull it up, clamp it, lower it down, and it could take from the time they start jacking it down, it could take 8 hours to get down
It
on the
could take
bottom
8 to
onto the
10 hours.
barge.
They're estimating 8 to 10 hours to drop that bridge. Yeah, that's everybody's been waiting on that. I mean, we got people out there with their lawn chairs out there just waiting with this, umbrella. We're all waiting on the bridge to come down because
People have been seeing this all their lives.
Each one of
I am
those
sure
strand
that the
jacks,
engineering company that is doing this knows what they're doing, and I have no doubt
Mammoet.
whatsoever.
Yes.
But as a layman down on the ground looking up there, looks mighty sketchy
Pretty
to me.
amazing, huh?
It's pretty. Well, I got in a discussion with I might have mentioned this with a TxDOT, a Department of Transportation retired guy that was sitting out there watching the bridge too, and we had a conversation about this looks sketchy, and the one thing that just kills me is they removed part of the concrete road on both sides of the span, on both edges, but not the center span, which is what they're going to lower. And that's the biggest thing I have is you took out all that concrete on the other road. Why didn't you take out the concrete in that center span to remove as much weight as you can before you try to lower it with those little
Each
Maybe
one of
maybe
those,
that was the rigidity
one of
that was
those-
holding the rest of the wreck together.
each one of those strand jacks can hold 5,000 ton on a clamp. It can lower 2,500 ton on a lowering mechanism. It can pull up 1,500 ton on a pulling mechanism. So they're pretty powerful
I
little
don't know.
buggers.
This thing
And
weighs 6 million pounds, or I think
it's 3,000 ton.
3,000 tons.
Yep.
It's a big span.
That's what that. The awkward part
and
about
that's
that
why,
span, John, is the shape of it and the wind. Once they release it from the once the wind, that's when the danger.
Cut loose. Yeah, that's why they didn't do it today. The wind speed was up, and it's going to be up for a couple of days because we have cold fronts moving in, and so that's going to increase the wind. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to be doing anything on it for the next several days. They're going to have to wait until another calm day to attempt this, and yeah, it's quite a thing to see. As a matter of fact, it's quite something to see right now, because they have removed so much of the upper structure holding the center span, and the only thing holding the center span in there now are the two hinge points on each side, and yeah. So
you can watch it on. You can watch it on YouTube. There is a live channel that's got a camera set up there of the Corpus Christi Bridge coming down. I was watching it last night for a while, but this camera's set up there.
Online, you can go to I know this one, KIII TV.com, and that's the website for our local TV station, who has a live camera sitting up there. If it's not live, if it's not there, that means they're not doing anything.
Maybe that was what I was watching, John.
Maybe so.
And,
maybe so.
Aussie, in keeping with your idea of keeping things positive, you know what John just said?
What's that, mate?
There's a cool front blowing through.
There is.
We survived another summer in Texas, baby.
Yeah, it ain't over yet.
Well, but yeah,
it ain't over yet.
Good.
Not down here where I am. We'll get down. It's supposed to get down into the 50s or something like that. Not during the day, during the night.
That's
Yeah, but the
freezing
back
in
got
Texas,
broke
isn't
on
it?
it.
Yeah, it
that's
is to
really
me.
cold, man.
It is to me.
That's like down coat weather, you know.
Let's stay in the house weather. That's what that
Break
is.
Do you
out
have
your
some,
down
you know-
jacket.
I'm a wuss. I'm umbilically connected to the temperate zone, like Jimmy Buffett says. I like
But
things warm.
I do have some good news regarding the Epstein thing, because Prince Andrew has now been stripped of every title
Yeah.
by the King
Yeah.
Charles,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
he's been kicked out of the mansion he's living in. So I mean, the King Charles has had enough of him now, and after
Well,
Virginia Dufresne's book came out, it was just they
Hey,
stripped him of
first
every
domino,
fucking
baby.
title.
they're
and-
Let's
failing
watch 'em all start
monarchy over
falling.
there. It's kind of it's all
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to
ridiculous
go
anyway.
into. I don't want to go into if King Charles is a good king or not. I was just going to say that, Prince Andrew is paying the price now. I mean,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
really
and that's good.
fucking paying the price.
Exactly. And you know what? He
About
could be
time.
a real man about this, and he could turn around and say, "I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell what the
He's
people
not a
want to
man.
know."
He is not a man.
No,
That
Oh,
man
hell
is
no.
fucking-
Yeah, don't
That's-
expect that.
No,
Yeah, that ain't gonna
No,
that
happen.
man.
I
is
don't
a,
expect
that man is a disgusting piece of shit.
Hey, let me
that Prince Andrew.
let me send out a big thank you to Benny of Blue Dot in Kansas, who came in with a $5 donation and said President Obama has his own YouTube channel, built the vision, and retired CIA agent family. Andrew Bustamante is liberal, and his wife is also Epstein. Fuck Trump. Okay. All right, wait a minute. And then Ben came back with another $5 and said, Andrew Bustamante YouTube channel is the same as his name. He is a very smart guy and has a lot of things on Trump and Epstein, and the media is the one. Fuck Trump. There you go. Yes, I encourage people to seek out voices. Yeah, go check out Andrew Bustamante and President Obama. Can't go wrong with either one.
You know,
That's
if Trump says he can run for 2028, that means Obama can run again too.
Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be fantastic?
wouldn't you like to see that contest?
Oh yeah, that would be like
Yeah.
a 70,
If it was
30.
a fair, yeah, I'd love to see that contest. I'd love to see his ass smashed
I mean, that would
in the
be.
dirt.
I mean, Obama would win in record numbers. That would
In
be
record
like
numbers.
that would be a landslide that nobody's ever seen.
Let's
before.
welcome Blue Dot into the room. Blue Dot, how you doing?
Hey, doing just good, guys. How you guys doing? Pretty good, huh?
Pretty good.
Doing
Oh,
fine.
That's good.
thanks,
Wait a minute.
mate.
Let's wait. Let's test John's memory.
And there's more.
It's Jerry.
Jerry, right. There you
Ah,
go.
see there?
All right, John.
All right.
See? Yeah. Oh man, ain't going out the door that bad.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
Good,
Okay,
good,
Jerry, how
good.
you doing?
Yeah, for real, huh? All right, doing good. Hey, I wanted to mention a couple of things real quick
But-
on what Trump's also doing to try to distract from all of it. You know, the buildup with the military force over by Venezuela. He's planning on invading Venezuela, and he's also threatened Colombia. He wants a regime change in Colombia. So
He wants to be a wartime
Colombia,
president,
yeah.
baby.
Colombia,
New World Order.
yeah, Colombia caught a group of CIA agents in their country doing a run around there. Yeah, so he's doing that, and Russia sent troops to Venezuela, and so Russia's having troops in Venezuela to fight the United States in case they do invade on land. Which is messed up there.
Putin is
He's
also
pushing it.
threatening
He's
he's
pushing it.
got this new nuke. I've got this new nuclear bomb that's tactical. What do you mean by tactical? Well, if I don't want to take out, half a square mile, I can do that. If I want to take out a mile, I can do that. An adjustable nuke he's got now. There you go. Dial up the power.
Don't you feel confident with Donald Trump having his freaking fingers on a button? Don't you feel
And
good?
guess what?
Yeah.
Venezuela has the largest oil fields in the world.
They have a lot of oil. Yes, they do.
Yeah, that's what Trump's going in after, not anything else. Nothing with
Yeah, they have
drugs or
more
nothing.
oil than the Saudis do.
Yeah, yeah.
Boy, howdy.
You
There's a
think
lot on the plate,
Exxon
baby.
Mobil might have a little interest in that stuff?
You reckon? You reckon? They're
Yeah,
down there
we gotta
already.
remember.
You reckon
You
they
gotta-
might add a little money to the ballroom?
Maybe a little donation here and there. You know.
You got.
Yeah, well,
you
you
gotta-
got
about the
to
cause.
watch that list. That list is the people you need to target. Don't buy their product. Don't use their services.
I
That
saw
list
that.
of
I saw
people.
that posted in the Discord discussion. That list in there of the corporations that are funding this bullshit. Yeah.
And you got to remember, Trump said when we invaded Iraq, Trump said the bad thing that we did was we didn't get the.
Get their oil. Shit.
Yeah, we didn't get
You know,
their
the
oil.
whole don't get me started on Iraq. The whole bullshit, the whole
yeah, that
bullshit,
was-
everything that followed from the attack
That
on
was
Iraq
Donald
through Syria.
Rumsfeld
That's
and-
all.
and Dick
That's
Cheney.
all. Dick
Yeah,
Cheney and
yeah.
Oh,
I used to
boy.
work. I used to work the oil fields. I met Dick Cheney when he came out with. I can't think of the testing group they came out with, and he was an asshole when he came
Lumberjack.
out to the oil fields. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole other part of our history that just was it's really fucked up, and it cost a lot of lives, and it cost a lot of money.
That's what you told
And
me,
it's still
John.
costing us. It's still costing
You
us.
said, John,
Yeah.
that George W. Bush was the reason why you started.
When
voicing your
George W.
opinion.
Bush was president, it was the first time I started opening my mouth. It was the first time
Yeah.
I started calling in the radio
Well, he
stations.
was our
and-
former governor, so we knew George
Yeah,
real well.
Yeah, we're doing real well. He's a
And
he's a
his
jerk
daddy
at
even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that whole excursion, it was a contractors
Okay,
war.
but see, you gotta
That's all that
remember,
was. That
this
was a
is-
war to make money and distract from the fact that we couldn't find Bin Laden in Afghanistan.
Yep.
You know that they need to. You know, we didn't have anything to blow up in Afghanistan. There were
We
no
all
big
remember
cities, no
who
big
found-
buildings, no big oil refineries. We had to find
But we
something.
all
so-
remember who finally caught Bin Laden. That wasn't
that was
Obama.
that was Barack Obama, baby. That was Barack
Yeah.
Obama.
Yeah,
that
Barack
did that.
Obama.
Yep. You bet your ass.
But okay, but see, if you go back far
And
enough
the way he
to,
did it.
to George H.W., he had that Iran Contra thing going on, where he had the Contras down there.
That was
He was-
the father, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was under Reagan, but he was running it because he was a former head of the CIA and the vice president.
That was
we know who did it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
But
when
that's-
it came time to mop up the fucking mess, who do they bring in? A young attorney named Bill Barr.
Yeah.
Yep, Bill Barr.
Oh, I've heard that name before.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard
Iran
that name
Contra,
before.
Well, who mopped
Ben
that up?
Bill. Ben Bill. We all know Ben Bill.
And then,
Ben Bill.
you know, when you need something mopped up, you
Ben
call
Bill.
Bill Barr.
Oh, Bill.
There is another thing I like to talk about when it comes to George W. He was actually warned about 9/11 before it happened. He had a brief that he didn't even read that said Bin
There was
Laden
a
is
brief.
planning to
There was a
attack.
brief. Bin Laden determined
Yeah.
to attack the United States. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right.
he did
Yeah.
nothing.
There was a
He didn't
warning.
even- he was on vacation.
There were so many
when
mistakes.
that happened.
So many
Yeah.
things that went
But
wrong.
can you imagine if that had been a Democratic president who had ignored a warning again and at
They'd be
9/11
using in
happened?
campaign ads to this day. That's
Yeah.
who they are. The
Yeah.
scumbags.
Yeah, but see,
You know.
the GOP know how to use the media to their advantage. The Democrats have always failed on that front.
The
The
Republicans know
Democrats
all
just say,
all the Republicans have to do is wave a flag, let an eagle fly by, sing a song, put a
And a
bumper sticker
bumper
on their
sticker
truck. That's all
slogan.
it takes, baby. That's all it.
Bumper
America,
sticker
love it or leave
slogan.
it. It's that attitude. They don't give a shit about the policies, politics, or whatever. That's what I deal with down here. You know, I got a new flag on guns, God, freedom, beer. Guns, God, freedom, and beer.
Well,
That's the flag.
well, I'm
That's the
glad
place
you
that
have-
really. That's the important things in your life, buddy. That's it. How did that God shit get in there? I just, you know, I'm
But I'm
just,
glad
I
you
get,
have.
I get with maggots.
I'm glad you have support.
There is no
And
reasoning. They love him because
have
he's a
more,
racist asshole. He hates people like they hate people. That's why.
but you have a lot of blue dots in Texas, as you
We have a
showed
lot
in
of
the
blue dots
video.
in Texas, baby. We have a lot of
So,
blue dots
we're
all over this
here.
country.
They
Yeah.
just don't want you to see us, but we're here.
We're here,
Yeah.
baby. And I
And they
think
cherry
I do.
mail
I have
shit
high
out of us,
hopes.
but we're here.
I have high
That
hopes
video,
for
that
Texas
video
this
you
next
showed,
this
John,
next
was
this next
that
cycle.
video you showed, John. That was amazing, and it
Well,
it
my son
really
did a good
shows
job on
that
that.
you have a lot of allies in your community.
We had a great turnout down here, and I think the next one's even going to be bigger. Because I think
Have you
everyone.
hooked up with people? Have you made
Yes.
connections?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
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 Kind of a kick. Be
And
standing
is-
there and somebody
is
walks
it
up.
much-
Hey, you're that guy. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
that guy.
Oh, yeah. They see you. They've
Yeah.
seen you on YouTube. Great.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
see me on
Yeah.
YouTube or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
it's
I ask,
satisfying.
Mitchy Chick? Mitchy Chick, are you there, love?
Yeah.
Mitchy, anything in the wind in the way of get-togethers, marches, or rallies that are addressing this shutdown that Trump's got happening? Are there any sort of rallies, I suppose, planned? I know there's something in November, isn't there? November 3rd?
Yeah, November.
November
Let me see.
5th.
November 5th.
Yeah.
November 5th.
Is the fall
Refuse
of the
There's
fascist
an
fascism.
regime.
election here.
Yeah.
Um, that
That's gonna be an
starts November
ongoing
5th.
protest,
I
I
think they're
understand.
hoping that'll be ongoing.
Yes.
And there are other
Excellent.
people doing other things throughout November.
Right.
General strike people want to do that. Oh, the date.
Which I think once you get out there, guys, and if you've never protested
it's-
before, which years ago I never did, and I never ever thought I would, but once I got out there and done it and got involved with people and started chatting, it
Oh,
was
it's
so
great.
invigorating.
Yes. It makes it puts a smile on your face. You meet people. You get involved. You walk away feeling great. You walk
You're
away
not
feeling
alone.
great. I
Friends.
cannot recommend
That's
it
all good,
enough.
but we gotta hit them where it hits them the most, and that's their pocketbooks. We gotta shut them down.
Correct.
Watch
You've
how
got
you
to do
spend
what
your
you've
money.
done.
That's what the general strike is all about,
There you go.
and that's November 22nd through December 5th, I think, or something like
Is that in every state or just one state or your own
that's
state?
across the country.
It's just wherever you are that you want to participate. Period.
It's just Mrs. Chick. She's
Yeah.
going to have a personal strike.
Yeah. Well, and what it comes down to is, don't buy anything,
Yeah.
don't work, don't participate, don't stream, don't, shut it all down. That's
Shut
what they
everything
just want to. If you could do it for just 2 or 3 days, it will make
Makes
a
a
dent.
statement.
It will
It
make a
makes
dent.
a
They will
statement.
notice.
Well, without
does.
you guys shopping and spending your money, they are worthless. Whether it doesn't hurt them today,
It's
it'll
money
hurt
that
their
gives
share
them the
price
power,
or
baby.
whatever.
Take that money
Yep.
away and
Yep.
they lose the
Yep.
power.
And pretty much
And
Black
it's your money.
Friday, don't do Black Friday. Nope.
There you go. Don't do Black Friday. That's going to be
Save
hard for
your
a lot of
money.
people because they do a lot of sales
Do
and stuff.
What's
but don't,
that?
But
Do
they're
small
going to have
business
more
Saturday, but
sales.
don't do Black Friday.
Yeah.
Black Friday
Hey,
is the
let me-
day after Thanksgiving. Everybody goes and there's
everybody
special
goes
sales
shopping.
and they buy all the Christmas shit.
Okay, yep.
Yep.
All Black
done with
Friday because
Thanksgiving,
it
now moving
literally
on to
puts
Santa
the
Claus.
books in the black.
And I just want to say, for the record, that anyone that's putting up Christmas decorations before Halloween needs to be shot.
I agree with that. I fucking agree with that.
I mean, they're pushing it, baby. Hey, let me thank Benny at Blue Dot in Kansas who came back in with another $2 and said, Donnie the Stinky who doo-doos in his pants. Hey, he does. That's what I heard. He wears a diaper. He wears a diaper. Anyway, we're going to shut it down for the evening. I want to thank everybody for coming in and using your voice and being a part of this. It's family, baby. It's family. Anyway, Yelly Man.
Yeah, it's
Thank you, brother.
It's been a while since I
Yeah.
spoke to you now, but I mean, I just wanted to come in and talk to you a little bit and give you my perspective from where I am. And
We appreciate
yeah,
it.
you know,
We appreciate
and
the perspective. Yeah,
Always
from
good to
outside.
hear from you, man.
yeah,
Always.
thank you, Jorge, and thank you everybody else, and Dave and Mishi and what's the Blue Dose greeter's name now again?
Yeah,
Not
Jerry.
John.
Jerry.
Jerry
That's Jerry.
and John. Yeah, okay. See you later, John. Have
All right.
a good one. Okay.
You bet, Yellow
All
Man.
right,
Thank you
you
very
too,
much,
man.
brother. I appreciate it.
All right.
And,
See you later,
and Jerry.
everybody. Bye bye.
See you, buddy.
Jerry. Appreciate
Hey.
it, brother.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Glad to come in. Yeah,
You bet.
I'd be listening
Enjoyed
to you
having
all
you.
the time. So
Outstanding. I
yeah,
appreciate
I'll
it.
be seeing you Thursday.
I'll be here.
And,
I'll
and
be here,
everybody
brother.
and everybody hit that subscribe and share this shit, guys.
There you go. Like, share, and
Yeah.
subscribe. All buttons right down there.
All
You can't
right.
miss it. All right,
All
Jerry.
right,
Thank
well,
you very much, brother.
take care, everybody.
You bet. And
Hey,
Jorge.
Jerry.
Use
Yes,
your
sir.
voice.
You know,
Now you-
the quote of the day was from Pete Buttigieg. He said, "The president and his party control Washington. Their most basic job is to keep the government running for you, and they failed."
They failed.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
failed.
Sure
The
did.
end.
Failing.
Their
All
job
right,
is
Good night,
to
you
run
guys.
Washington.
We
Our
love
job is to run this
Optimism
country.
is our weapon.
Yep.
It is.
They
Yep.
can't stop us if we believe
I
we
think
can
we're on a
change
roll,
the
baby.
world.
I think we are. I think the tide is turning, baby. I really do believe that. All right,
yes,
Jorge.
it is.
My best to Nan.
All right, guys. Take care.
You bet. And Dave.
That's me, guys.
Thank
Hey,
you for
I
coming
hope
in,
the
bro.
show ended up on a. Well, I was just going to say, I hope the show ended up on a positive note. Everyone's got a good feeling and got direction, got some aim, got some
Get
encouragement,
some shit done, baby.
some
Be a part of
vitality.
this.
Exactly, because the only way we're going to beat this, and when I say we, it's not just America and the American people, it's the world
baby.
is now
It's the world.
fighting this fascism. Because it is a rise of
And we're-
fascism throughout the world.
And we're glad to have the backing of people like you, Dave.
Thank you.
And Yellow
Thank
Man
you.
from around the world, baby. I appreciate you, Dave.
Well, we're a conduit for you guys to get information of what's happening around the world and what we think. And I hope it helps you out rather than hinders
It does,
you.
brother.
Good night,
Your
America.
voices-
Good night,
your
Mr. Chick.
voices-
Good
Good
night,
night,
Dave.
Dave. And Mr. Chick.
And John.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. I was just looking for more dates because I know specifically the Dropkick Murphys and the Sons of Liberty are doing something like the November 20th through 22nd in Washington. It's kind of what they have done before, where they protest in front of certain buildings and then they walk the halls of Congress to talk to all the Congress people that they can. And then they're out on the mall. The Dropkick Murphys do music and there's speeches and things. So that'll be happening also in November.
Yeah, it's good.
But yeah, the National Block Party, or call it what you will, is November 25th through December 2nd. So no purchases, no work, no school, no streaming, no feeding the system.
No nothing. No nothing.
No nothing.
Guess we'll
nothing.
have to shut down.
So you've got time to plan, you know.
Yeah. Boy, howdy.
Do your
Stay in
grocery
the
shopping,
fight.
whatever you got to do for a
Yeah.
week. And
Do it all before. Get everything done.
if you are working, see if you can take the vacation time off. It is during the Turkey Day festivities, anyways. So
A lot of people are
take
taking
a few
off
extra
anyway.
days.
It'll roll right
Yep.
in. Outstanding.
Shut
Well,
down
that's
production.
We need to shut it all down. Shut it
Shut
all down.
it down.
He has a willingness to do it, so we need to
Yeah.
shut down the rest of it.
Let them
shut
know
down the
that we
government, we
can.
can shut
We
down
can do it
Congress,
if we
baby.
want to. It's just a test.
can.
Just testing,
it.
people. Yeah.
Anyway, you got anybody you
But
want
if we were
call
to
out this
even
time?
get half of the people that went out and protested to do it, it would make a dent.
It would make it would make a difference if just half
Yeah.
the people that showed up for them protests would make a huge difference. So let's go for the.
And actually, it's harder for people to show up at protests, I think, than it is to be able to stay home and
Yeah.
participate in
and
a
not spend money.
blackout, so to speak,
There
or
you go.
whatever. Yeah.
Easier to do that. Don't even have to have
Yep.
a sign.
But in the meantime, pay attention to your neighbors. If they're looking like they're having a hard time, ask them if they're having a hard time. See if you can help in any manner that you can help. You might not be able to give them money. Maybe you can make a sandwich. Maybe you can make a meal.
Whatever makes a difference.
Whatever. Somebody
Yeah.
always needs help somewhere, and it's
That's
going to
an
get
outstanding idea. Yeah.
it's going to get a little tighter. So plan around that. Plan to feed a stranger. How's that?
That's a pretty good
And,
idea.
Yeah.
Help a family.
the
Baby. If you
meantime-
can do it, do it.
In the meantime, we had Dan Hack.
Yes, we do. We have Dan Hack that just came in with a $5 donation and said that creep in the White House wants a war. He thinks it will make him popular with the people.
Yeah, whatever.
And he thinks a lot of shit.
What people? Which
Yeah.
people?
Yeah. It ain't going to work.
Maybe
baby.
the people in Russia.
We
Okay.
can't let that happen.
No.
Anyway,
We had some people that hearted us, John.
that
I like
hearted
people
us.
that heart.
I love
Yeah.
people that heart us. I
Give
heart
us
all
heart.
people. That's what I do.
I know. Like Allura L in Vermont, Elizabeth S in New York, Brenda L in British Columbia, Barry M in Colorado, Tom M in California, and Dan C in Indiana. They all
We-
gave us hearts.
We appreciate the hell out of that. We love you back, and just, yeah, that's the way to make it. That's the way to keep doing this. Just keep spreading the word.
Like, share, and
Invite somebody
subscribe,
and like,
people.
share, and subscribe, baby. It's all right there. Anyway, all right, well, because I know the bridge ain't coming down tomorrow, I'll try to do a rant tomorrow and get my head back together because I know that ain't happening. So, but I will keep you all informed on progress with our bridge, and let's hope you don't see it on the national news. Everything can be fine. Anyway, we'll be back here Thursday for another Blue Dot family meeting. So until then,